Eternal night stalks the cobbled streets of Duskfall, the dark jewel of the immortal Emperor's crown. Entrenched in a web of protective lightning, crisscrossed by canals, and born of the amalgamated ingenuity of sheer, desperate survival, the city's denizens languish in the dim and distant light of a shattered star. What secrets lie hidden in the gloaming courts and crepuscular grottos? What can anyone do when even spirits cannot escape the endless night, and every street, house, and hall in the city is haunted? Whatever you can get away with, my friends, welcome to Haunted Hall.
Woo! I got little goosebumps just then. That was pretty good reading.
10 out of 10.
I love it.
Jeez.
Keep going, keep going.
Get all the praise.
Woo.
Welcome, everybody, to Haunted Halls. I'm your host, Bobby White. I'm joined with Jerry, who refuses to audition for anything unless the script includes at least one monologue about Miracle Whip. He recently performed a 47-minute internal scream as the concept of time and experimental radio drama that no one was allowed to record. Jerry, I think you had something you were going to ask everybody for the up top banter.
That was me screaming.
That was you screaming?
Ooh, I felt that.
It was so good.
Mm-hmm. It was moving.
I got like concept of time out of that.
Okay, so I did have a question for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
If you knew you only had 24 hours to live, what would you do?
Let's do it this way. Let's have you answer first, and then I'm going to hopscotch around.
24 hours to live. You know
That's morbid.
Well, I mean, tonight we could have our first death.
Ooh, in the party. Are you answering as the Lady of the Docks, or are you answering as Jer Bear?
Oh, you know what? Lady is a Lady of the Docks.
Okay.
If I had 24 hours as Lady of the Docks,
You probably do.
I'm going to party as hard as I can in the richest part of town.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Brightstone.
will try to take and steal and squirrel away as much as I can. Not for myself, because I don't have that much time, but there's two ladies who have saved me, sitting right beside me.
Okay. All right.
You know, they took me from the docks, and they gave me purpose in life. And I would want to leave something for them. That's what I would do.
And who are you talking about? I don't understand. I'm just
You don't understand.
Wow. I'm offended.
Yeah, me too.
All right. I'm also joined by Christy, who exclusively voices characters who are either dying, daring, or deeply misunderstood by their fathers. Her latest project is a one-woman audio installation where every vowel is whispered into a different colored jar of beeswax. Christy, what would you do? What would oh my God, Emmy, thank you so much. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
What would Emmy do with 24 hours left to live?
Wow. So I love that Christy's intro includes death, and now Emmy's intro includes death. This is like heavy.
This is.
Heavy.
It is, yeah. It's a heavy
But that's
kind
all
of night.
right. So Emmy is, first of all, very honored, lady, that you are really looking out for us. Just so touched, so moved.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Emmy might join you for a bit during the partying. I mean, so we all have the same 24 hours left to live. Is the understanding that we all have 24 hours left to
I would
live?
think it would just be the one individual.
Okay,
Ah.
Yeah.
I see. That changes the answer then.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
not partying.
I mean, you can.
I could.
It's 1999.
Oh.
TM.
That's tempting. Tempting. No. Emmy would be actually working, surprisingly enough, but working continuously with Jaren.
Ooh.
Oh, working, huh?
Working
Oh,
it.
yeah,
Continuously.
No, legit work. Legitimate work.
Okay. Right.
Sex work is work too.
Wow.
Jinx.
We're sex positive.
We caught that one on camera.
I love it.
Beautiful.
Okay, I like it. All right. And of course, last but not least, Bonnie, who has had her voice described, as if velvet had trauma and only accepts payment in exposure or raw crystals. She's currently recording a series of lullabies for extinct animals in a soundproof yurt constructed entirely from broken violins. Welcome to the table.
Thank you. Thank you.
Crystal girly.
Let me take a moment to promote my new song, Dodo Bird, How I Miss You.
It is beautiful. Just add that to one of your reviews.
Yes, yes.
All right. Yeah. Shroud has one night to live. What's she doing?
Okay, so Shroud, I think, will also be partying pretty hard at first, very luxuriously. But I think if she would have the thought, well, if I'm going down, I'm taking someone with me.
Ooh.
So she would probably get nice and lit at some party and then go after Rosalind Kellis.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm going
New
after her.
character.
Yes. But yeah, I'm taking her down with me, y'all.
Wow.
Yeah.
Will we find out more about Rosalind later?
We will.
Yeah. Right now, all we know is she's a noble.
Yeah, she is, I will say, she's the wife of the nobleman at whose factory I was sold to,
Ooh.
who is now dead for reasons.
Not me. taking
Natural
notes.
causes.
Yes.
Poor guy.
Probably an old man.
Yeah.
Dagger in
Oh.
his back was real natural.
Hey, it's made out of natural bone.
Hey.
Oh.
What?
Who said that?
I don't know.
So is the nobleman still alive or just her?
No, he's dead.
He's dead.
The noble woman is still alive.
The noble woman took over the factory.
Yes.
Okay. When last we left off, our ne'er-do-wells were in like the worst situation. I know we haven't been running the podcast long, but pretty bad situation. I wouldn't say it's gone wrong yet. None of you are like overly hurt. Nothing really terrible has happened except
Me.
in a mission gone slightly awry to recover evidence against a blue coat. Shroud has inadvertently summoned a feral ghost, which has then inhabited the body of
Inspector Finnick.
Inspector Finnick. Thank you so much. Inspector Finnick, who is now standing right next to your good friend, Lady of the Docks, looking down at her. And I believe when we left off, the last thing you noticed was that the locket is around his neck.
I think it was the opposite way around because Finnick was on the ground.
Right.
And then got possessed. I'm standing over him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Important distinction.
Very important detail as we jump right back into the action. All right. I'm open to what you guys want to do. You've got Finnick, who is, again, sitting with a ghost all up in his guts. Whoops. Staring up at you, Lady of the Docks. We have Emmy, who has a wax key to a lockbox that's somewhere inside of that thing. We have young Master...
Warris.
Thank you. Young Master Warris is, if I remember right, up on top of the wagon. What do you do?
I've got one trick. Get one trick only. Use my womanly charm.
On a ghost?
Watch me.
I'm watching.
We getting character here.
Check it out a little bit.
Check it out here. Do I see any of you?
What do you mean?
Are you in my line of sight?
I'm
Can you
still a
see me?
stop sign.
You're still a stop sign.
You can definitely see me. I have
Is it-
not.
I don't know if you're 100% a stop sign after summoning a full-on ghost.
Listen, she's a master of disguise.
Yeah.
I am vouching for Shroud.
Okay.
This albino
Well, why do you say it like that?
with white hair, white eyes, does not stand out.
Looks
in
like a
crowd.
ghost herself.
It's true.
Allergic to
She looks like a stop sign in particular.
the
Yeah.
widest one.
The whitest stop.
I'm feeling
That's a
triggered.
stop sign that loves bagels and cream cheese. That's the whitest stop
We're
sign.
not allowed to say that.
I'm a little
Apologize, Bobby.
not gonna lie.
Apologize.
I'm sorry to the internet. Don't cancel me.
I make eye contact with you, and you can't read my mind.
For the listening audience, you is.
Emmy.
Thank you.
I'm making eye contact with you. And I'm just like my eye line goes down the street. I make eye contact with you, same way. And I lean down. It's like, welcome back to the world of the living. Let me give you an experience that you haven't had in a long time. I get real close. One hand on his cheek, the other on the locket, snatching the locket
Ooh.
and making a run for it.
That's what you're going to try and do.
I'm gonna try.
I
Yeah,
love it.
okay.
I love it.
I think that's going to be a desperate action.
Very desperate.
And tell me what action specifically you're going to try and use, because the effect is going to really depend on what you choose here.
Finesse. I'll go with finesse.
Finesse is a good one. Okay, I will do desperate action for standard result.
And can I take a stress as well to get another die?
You can do, yeah. I think it's 2 stress when you're doing it yourself. Push yourself as 2 stress for an extra die or improved effect. So if you're rolling right now for standard effect, you could push yourself and get great effect, or you could push yourself and just get an extra die.
I want a great effect.
Okay.
So just 1 die, great effect.
So you're just sleight of handing it, slipping up a hand right underneath the collar, grabbing it, and just hoping that chain gives.
Okay.
Okay, this is important. Anybody want to help? Anyone want to?
Can we help?
Oh yeah,
We can?
You could take a stress and toss him another die. You just got to tell me how.
Well, yeah, that's where I'm not sure. Distract the ghost, maybe? I'm gonna throw something toward the ghost.
Welcome back to the land of the living.
Not to hit him exactly, like over him, so that
Over
it's
him.
gonna get his attention.
Maybe have
He's
his
gonna
head
be
jerk
like looking
And look.
in the opposite direction, away from Lady.
Okay, take a stress.
Yeah. All
I
right.
got 2 now.
All right, Jerry.
Fans, it's been real. Oh,
Oh.
it's been real. 5.
Okay, 5. Success with a consequence.
Scrape the other knee.
Yeah.
There you go.
Scrape your whole face across the cobblestone.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Your money maker.
Not anymore.
Literally. Success with a consequence. I think what's going to happen is he realizes at the last moment what you're doing and leans into it.
Ooh.
So you clasp your hand around, welcome back to the land of the living. Something clatters on the cobblestones nearby. His head jerks and looks over at it. And then he just pulls himself back off of it, almost lets you have the locket, gives you an almighty shove. So you do fall on your ass, but no harm.
Okay.
But he uses the momentary confusion and change of trajectory of you to just dash straight towards one of the canals. And he's going to try and jump into the pitch black darkness of that water.
Is he going in the direction of either of us?
No, looks like a way.
Oh, okay.
Listen, it's probably a bad idea to let him go. We'll let him go.
But also,
we don't even.
we got
know
the
how
locket,
to-
right? You got the
We
locket?
got the locket.
Locket's
Yeah.
in hand.
We got the locket. There's
You
still
only
a
have
lockbox
one-
in the
there's-
carriage, right?
Yeah, you got one other thing though to deal with, and that's young Master Warris.
Oh.
He's like, hey, what are you doing?
I guess he's going in the water too.
Inspector. I can't remember his fucking voice.
Boris?
Yeah.
That sounds great.
I'm Warris. I remember him saying my lord, and I think I was kind of cringy when I did it. My lord.
Yeah.
What?
There it is.
Why?
That's
There it
probably.
Why into the water? No. He grabs for the reins.
Yeah, follow him. Take off. Wait a minute, there's somebody in there. No, don't take off.
I mean, take off if you want. I think we haven't heard as much other than the flashback from Emmy.
Emmy is using that distraction to run up and just break right into, just unlock the carriage, run right in and try to unlock that
Yeah.
box.
Because Warris, he's still on top of the carriage, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Not in the way.
And
What
he's
action do you wanna use?
looking over.
Oh, he's watching his boss.
Yeah, so he's
jump
not
into the
paying
drink.
attention to me.
Yeah, and just so that everyone knows, I don't know if you have read this in the lore yet, but the water in Duskfall is 10 kinds of fucked up. Like it's been replaced. Like it's no longer water. It doesn't look like water. It looks like inky blackness with a twinkling of lights deep down in its depths. It's so bad that if you're on one of the Leviathan hunter ships that goes out to deep sea, it drives some men insane because they can't handle looking down into the darkness and seeing what appears to be maybe a subterranean city, maybe the shards of that star embedded in the bottom of the ocean. Who knows? But anytime somebody jumps into that drink, it is a desperate and insane maneuver. So Warris is like, "Ugh!" He's looking after his boss, like, what are you doing? No! So he's very distracted. What action do you want to use to try and get back there?
Would you take finesse?
Hell yeah, I would take finesse.
Hell yeah.
Now, I remember saying reduced effect because you got success with a consequence on making the key. So you could push yourself, take 2 stress to get improved effect to make it standard instead of limited, to make your makeshift key that you built through the flashback work just like a normal key.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna do that. You said 2 stress?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here we go.
Here it goes.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. That's the first 6 of the night.
Woo.
Okay.
Nice.
So,
All right.
yeah, tell me how you do it.
So I'm running up to the side of the carriage, the side that Warris is not looking at,
Sure.
and just quickly unlocking, running in, and the lockbox is in the center of the carriage. It's just, nothing is in the way. It's perfectly in the center.
Oh, yeah.
I
For
just-
a 6?
Oh.
100%.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, and the key just slides right in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm able
Wow.
to unlock it so smoothly and
Like
easily.
butter.
Oh yeah, the lockbox pops open.
Yep. Inside, you find what looks to be a dossier of some kind. So, like a manila envelope, some papers inside. No time to look at it right now. Just grab it. And you find 1 coin worth of fencible jewels.
Ooh.
Seems like he was skimming off the top or taking some money from somewhere. Finnick, not the best of dudes in the best of times.
We saw him trying earlier with
He tried to
Lady.
finger my jewels.
We did.
Tried to, whoa,
That's what he
Whoa.
did.
But he did.
no jewel fingering around here, sir.
Oh, okay.
Jesus. Okay, so you grab 1 coin. You can go ahead and mark that on your sheet. You grab 1 coin, you grab the dossier. If you all can make a clean getaway, then this heist is done. You will be successful in your haul. So what are we doing to get away clean?
Well, we got to do something with the Boy Scout.
Mhm.
We got to kill him.
Do you think we need to?
I mean, not really. I mean, I'm sure they're going to blame all this on him anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But
Wait.
he saw a lot.
He saw you for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think he saw me, but he may have seen Shroud too.
What?
Now here's where we find out how scoundrel-esque you guys are. Murder of a junior officer. That's what's on the table. I'll remind you that if that happens, you've got to get the hell out of here fast, and it ups your heat significantly. Because as soon as somebody is murdered in Duskfall, these crows are summoned. Basically, like the wardens send these crows to safeguard the spirit so that they can destroy the body without it generating a feral ghost.
Ugh.
So you got to get the fuck out of here quick.
All right. Well, then maybe not.
It's up to you. I love it either way.
I think because Emmy is in the carriage, she's not really making this decision. She's just trying to get the stuff, get out. By the time she's out of there, she's really
Yeah.
looking at y'all.
My thoughts are if we do something bad to him, then we might
Right.
make
Jaren.
Jaren upset.
Mm-hmm.
That
Yeah,
could be
because that
bad.
was never the agreement. And it's bad enough with whatever happened to Finnick.
Yeah. We could always try just letting him go and then talking to Jaren, telling Jaren what happened,
Yeah.
and see if he can, help us mitigate any of that heat. I don't know. Or we could take those jewels and bribe him.
He seems like too good of
Too good of a goody
a
two
Boy
shoes.
Scout.
I could threaten to cut his tongue out.
Jesus.
Let's do
I could.
that.
Yeah.
You're good.
Yep.
Let's do that. He's already seen you.
That's true.
Yeah. Turns out you're not a very good stop sign. I didn't want to tell you that.
That really hurts, but I appreciate your honesty.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
here for you.
It's okay. I'm going to
Help you
practice a
improve.
lot.
I value
Yes.
and treasure your
Yeah.
feedback.
Love it. This is a feedback loop, though. So,
Yeah, we can circle back.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Because if I'm not mistaken, I'm wearing the shadow cloak. So I think I'll just haul ass down the road towards the carriage and then leap up onto the top, and then
You
yeah,
get there
just
before me.
Well, so you fell on your ass, but are you like in the carriage still,
In
or are
front of
you
the
on
carriage.
in front?
Carriage.
On the ground,
Okay.
right in front of the goats are staring at you. Those sweet little goats.
Those
Those
buff goats.
buff as fuck
They're
goats.
right, tiny heads,
Swole.
big bodies.
Yeah, getting gains.
They don't give a fuck though.
No, they don't. No,
They,
they
they
don't.
scream. Do you think that when they do the reps, they're like, like the screaming goats?
I would like to think so.
All right.
Do I get there before you?
Why don't we do a luck die? Straight up and down. Roll, one of you roll, 1, 2, 3, and we have Shroud getting to an actionable place first, 4, 5,
Okay.
6. It's going to be,
Okay, I'll roll it.
Yeah.
5.
okay, Docs.
Okay. Ladies, I'm so sorry.
Oh no.
Yeah, Bobby already knows.
Oh boy.
Fans, I want everyone to know that I am a madman and I love doing just crazy things. As a wild and crazy guy,
It's true.
I climb up and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I have to do this to you.
Oh no.
What are you doing?
That
Wait.
comes out from underneath like my sleeve, put it right under his chin.
Oh no.
Wow.
He has time. He says, make me pretty for my funeral for my mom. And then you,
That's so sad.
we don't know if you did it or not though, because you got to tell me what action you're using.
What would shooting a gun be? A skirmish.
It's going to be a skirmish for getting in close, or hunt even. I could take hunt, but I think you're right. I think it's going to be skirmish in this
Skirmish.
case. We're going to call this risky for standard.
No.
It's a 1.
Oh, you're enjoying this, aren't you?
I love it. I love it so much. Tell me really quickly, do you want to resist that consequence?
Absolutely not. I want to see where this goes.
Oh, geez. Okay, you get up there. And has anybody ever seen, what is it, Bad Boys? One of the newer ones, where one of their son-in-laws is the only one at home with the women, and then people break
yeah.
in, and he goes into Marine mode. You get up there, and young Master Warris remembers every single thing he
no.
ever learned in his self-defense courses. And you bring that gun up, and you're like, so sorry to have to do this. And he's like, not as sorry as I am. And he pulls that gun.
Oh my God.
And I'm going to say he puts it right to your ribs and pulls the trigger, giving you a level 2 harm gut shot.
Gut shot.
No.
Oof.
Oh, that's it.
He
Oh,
kicks
that's
you with
it.
a foot, like you tumble down to the cobblestones below, and he's got his arms up. He's about to just whip those
Oh, he's
buff goats into action. What do you, either one of you want to do before that happens?
I'm still
You're there. I mean, you're
Yeah.
right.
right on the
Yeah,
heels.
yeah.
Mhm.
I think I'm gonna like ninja style leap up into the carriage and just like wrap my arms around his neck and try and like get behind him, wrap my arms around his neck and put him in a chokehold.
Try and choke him out.
Yeah.
Real quick, Jerry, make sure that you checked off gun from your inventory. Pistol.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's like 1 slot.
All right.
All right, Bonnie, what action are you going to use?
I'm gonna use. Would like prowl or finesse? Which one do you think would be better for something like including like athletics or
I think finesse would be.
finesse would be better for that? Okay.
Because you're not really, the way that you described it, you're not
Right.
being sneaky.
No, I'm just.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
All
Okay.
right, risky
so-
for standard effect as you jump up on here.
Okay, I have 2 dice. A 5.
5, success with a consequence. You get
Okay.
up there, you get wrapped around him, kind of get an arm around
Yeah.
his neck. You've got it, you're holding on for dear life.
Yeah.
Let me think. A good consequence here.
Well, I'm also running up and trying to aid her,
Yeah.
so I don't know if that.
Yeah. And I'd like to say something cool like
You got to get good.
you're gonna regret that or something cooler than that. You're
Very
gonna
cool.
rue the day you shot my best friend lady of the docks.
Oh,
Ribs.
you're
In
so,
the ribs.
You're so cool. I can't. I'm gonna say the consequence is he takes his hands off the reins to try and grab at your arm that's around his neck. He's just like, and the goats take off. They
No.
get startled and take off with you.
Are they screaming as they go?
Oh yeah, I wish we could just enter. One of us is going to have to find a soundbite. Screaming goat soundbite.
Screaming goats.
Hey, editor, it's fine. The screaming goat.
And they run
Insert here.
with you on the back.
Are they going towards the canal?
No. They're smartish, creatures.
Okay.
They kind of pick the cobblestone path and run along it. But very quickly, I will give I'll give Emmy one action if you wanted to take an action to try and do anything before the carriage runs away with your friend on it.
So I guess really I'm like on the side of the carriage.
Mm-hmm.
I've just gotten out of there. I'm going to climb up and grab the reins.
Okay. Jump down and try and get a hold of the reins.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What action?
Wreck.
Ooh.
Just gonna so with wreck. Does that mean that you
I'm just
Wreck the goat.
I'm just trying to
are you gonna try and wreck the are you trying to literally wreck it so that you can make a clean getaway?
Oh, you know what?
You know what?
Now that you mention it, I was just gonna like aggressively grab the shit out of these goats,
Right.
Yeah.
and their reins. But
But you wanna maybe aim it right at a brick wall.
yeah,
Have the whole thing go up in
Ooh,
flames.
wow, I like it.
I don't
Okay.
want to kill the goats though.
They probably
People
won't
can die.
They might not die.
No, I'm not letting the goats die.
No, no.
don't
You draw
mention
the line
that.
at the
It's
goats.
strong goats.
It's easy.
That's true.
Don't roll a 1, 2, or 3.
Those goats can probably,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
They're
I'll-
muscly
I'll,
goats,
even
you know.
I'll even say it's only a 1 that the goats all die.
Oh God.
This is just like when you killed my fucking mother. First game ever.
It's easy. You
My
got
wolf mother.
Yep.
These
You got
goats are
like
gonna
a-
come back as birds.
yeah. You got a 5 out of 6 chance to not kill every single one of those goats.
God, that would be the best.
All right. So just one, I guess.
Oh God.
All right. Here we go.
Sorry, PETA.
A 3. Okay.
3. You only killed.
No,
Half the goats.
They only break their legs. It's fine.
3 is a failure, straight up failure. Do you want to resist that consequence?
Yes.
Okay. So you have to take stress equal to 6 minus whatever you roll on 1 die. So go ahead and roll that real quick and we'll find out how bad it is.
Oh.
A 6.
Oh, you
Oh
take
my
nothing.
gosh.
Bulletproof.
You're on fire.
My wreckage is just really great. I'm a strong
Dang.
girl.
Came
Yeah.
off
Okay.
the road.
Yeah.
So instead of pile driving the wagon directly into a wall, you grab the reins, and I'm going to give you this option right here. It might have been possible to like salvage this thing. It might not have been. I'll say at this point you can either boot him off,
Okay.
and then you both make a clean getaway, or I would say you could just like straight up wreck it without hurting any of the goats. It's up to you.
Well,
Can we wreck it and keep the goats?
can I do that?
We're trying to kill a police officer. The one ran off, and now we're stealing.
We
their
stole
goats.
his goats.
I'm gonna say, okay, let's do this then. You resisted the consequence. So what happens is he escapes. He's gonna use the confusion of you trying to grab the reins and the arm around his neck, and he follows his boss into the drink.
Ooh.
Just does a totally insane. Is absolutely sure he's about to die, so he goes for it. Which means that at this moment you have 4 goats at your disposal and a decent. I think if I remember right, I said this was a Cinderella-esque coach. It's pretty nice. That's not bad. That's an asset for sure
I'd say.
for future things. So
someone-
yeah.
Can someone pick me up like a princess? Because I got a bullet in my gut.
Oh yeah, you left your friend bleeding
Shattered knee.
on the cobblestones.
Don't you worry.
We're coming.
Sweet cheeks.
We're coming.
I'm turning this thing around.
Dang. She's taking her military haircut and turning the
Yeah.
carriage around.
You get back and there's 3 children and they're creeping up on Lady of the Docks like, oh, do you need some help there, ma'am? But they've got little daggers in their hands, and you're like and then they come and scoop you up into the Cinderella carriage, and you make it scot-free. That's our first score.
All right.
Hell yeah,
Not bad.
that's not bad at all.
Wow.
I mean, you got shot in the ribs. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
But
That
Sorry,
part was
not
pretty bad.
sorry.
That part's
I
pretty
mean,
bad.
Honestly, it plays into something I've been thinking about for my character. So we're gonna role play that out later.
Okay, good. We also have to look up how healing works because I don't know.
You might be dying by the end of the night after all.
That's
Just
true.
Bleeding out.
It's very possible. I think it's possible to like wreck that roll and then have you bleed out.
On our ride home.
Such an appropriate question to ask before we start.
On the Physicers table. So you've got a level 1 harm and a level 2 harm.
Yep. Not level 3.
No level 3.
Nope. Level 3.
Yeah, because level 3 would have taken you out of the party.
So is the scrape on the knee level 1?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's right.
What about
If
the
I remember
butt?
right, too, you have 2.
What about the butt? When you fell on your butt?
Oh, I got plenty of cushions, so.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay.
I think the... no, I'm not going to say
Don't
that.
say it.
Say it, Bobby.
I can't remember the song anyway. Is that Too Much Booty in the Pants song?
Well,
What is that?
Okay, I was thinking more of
I
the
don't know
Black
that one.
Eyed Peas.
Junk in the Trunk?
Humps?
Yeah.
My
Or
humps,
The
my
lady
lovely
lumps?
lady lumps.
Yeah.
Check it out.
TM.
Fun fact, that's the only Black Eyed Peas album I've ever bought.
You bought that
I
album?
bought that album. It's a really good album.
It is a great album.
Yeah, it's really good.
Did y'all see the video where she was doing cartwheels and singing at the same time? It's wild.
No, I
No,
Yeah.
I don't doubt it at all, though.
Fergie, we love you. Please
Respect.
subscribe.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's my favorite.
Wouldn't that be cool? God, what if we got Fergie Ferg as a guest actor?
Listen, we're putting this out in the universe.
We are.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna be our first guest.
Oh my gosh. I can't wait. I can't wait.
I can't handle this. All right.
Hey,
We gotta move on.
real quick side question. What playbook do you think Fergie Ferg would select?
Ooh.
Slide.
I feel like it might be a
Yeah,
slide.
Yeah. Yeah.
Slide.
Is she a hype man or is she, does that?
I don't think so.
No, but
She does a lot
she's
of the-
Fergalicious.
Well, she did. Right.
Yeah.
What is it? I know, I'm not going to sing that. No way. I'm not looking up stuff in the middle of our game. I'm not singing shit from Fergie Ferg. Okay.
Fine.
Subscribe and
I know.
Bobby will sing the song.
Subscribe and Bobby
Yeah,
we,
Patreon.
You
we
get-
will all
yes.
sing this song.
might sing the song.
We will. We will.
Okay. All right. Well, then what we're going to do really fast is I want to go through PC advancement and then crew advancement. We'll talk about the payoff. We'll talk about your heat. We'll deal with entanglements.
We gotta use all our favors to get the.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, both of those favors could be, hey, let's reduce the heat from
Yeah.
summoning a ghost in public.
Hey,
We didn't do it on purpose.
not on purpose. And I mean, can you point it back to me? No.
Forcing an inspector to throat that ghost.
Forcing.
OnlyFans. Material right there.
This is a lot of speculation. I'm just saying.
Attempted murder of an officer, a uniformed officer.
Where's the evidence?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're on the water. They ran
that's true. They did
Yeah.
run.
from justice.
Well, that ghost, listen, that ghost has taken Finnick. Finnick is done.
mean-
Finnick is done. But Warris.
I'm sure we'll see him again.
Oh,
Yeah.
we'll definitely see
We'll
that
see 'em both
ghost
again.
again.
We're seeing
No,
Yeah.
no, I wouldn't. That's crazy.
With all that
Warris dead?
forever chemicals in the water,
God.
we'll see him again.
No,
It'll be radioactive. It'll glow.
no way.
Toxic Avenger.
no.
It's way out of proportion. All right, let's go ahead and start with. We'll start with Shroud because I've got your character sheet up. Shroud. Any desperate rolls?
No.
I think you did have one in Resolve when you summoned that ghost.
Oh, we're talking about. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you meant this episode.
No, for the score, we do the whole score.
Oh, for the
so-
score. Okay. Yes, for the score. Yes, I did have one in Resolve.
Okay, good. Let's go and look at the XP triggers on your sheet, which for you, I believe is, did you address any challenges with stealth or evasion in that particular?
Yes.
Did you?
Yeah.
Which one?
I turned into a stop sign. It worked, people.
All right, go ahead and mark one down in your playbook advancement thing.
Okay.
I'm just sitting here like, I know we talked about this.
I did it. Okay.
Bonnie, on that character sheet, it's going to be right here. All right. Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background in any way?
No.
Okay.
I mean, you were incredibly white as a stop sign.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Did you struggle with issues from your vice or trauma? You don't have any traumas yet, so did you struggle with any issues from your love of luxury this time?
No, I wouldn't say so. No.
Okay. That's easy peasy lemon squeezy for you then. All right. How about Lady of the Dock?
I'm bleeding out.
You're bleeding out horrifically.
You
Yeah, do
don't
we have
feel
time for this?
Yes. Take me to a damn
Not-
doctor.
Do not bleed all over
Lady
our
of the
new
Dock
carriage.
survived. All right. That's all we
That's
really need to
canon.
know before. Yeah.
Just, these seats are leather. Please don't bleed on them. Please.
Y'all picked her up
can't-
and she sat in the back bleeding into her own guts for the half-hour trip home. And
Yeah, as you're bleeding out, Shroud and I are looking at each other like, all right, so how do you think we did? We're like slowing down. We're not really driving too
hey,
fast.
do you think you did
anymore.
like a desperate action on that one?
No.
Or like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd call
Lady's
it
like,
desperate.
hurry the fuck
I know, right?
Lady, how are you going to spend your experience? I'm dying. Please, God.
How do you think you're going to relieve your stress later?
I don't think
But
you
I'm
are.
dying.
My stress is increasing more.
God. Any desperate actions, Jerry?
Yes.
Which one?
My whole life has been in desperate action.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Pulling the chain off was no, that wasn't a desperate action. Trying to pull the gun on him? Well, no, that wasn't desperate.
Standard.
No, I don't have any.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Everybody listening in, if there was one last episode, you just let me know. We'll figure it out. All right. Did you address a challenge with deception or influence?
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and mark one on your playbook advancement.
Okay.
Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. All right. How about struggling with issues from vice?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Can I cut in and say, with your background, I mean, you did try and seduce the ghost to trick him into getting the necklace. I mean, would that count? I mean, using your wiles?
Lady of the Dock's background is set to laborer midwife.
Really?
Oh, was that the old
that
one?
was-
That was the old one.
Yeah.
That's why I need y'all to get
we
these
need to
sheets in
update.
here.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going labor prostitute.
Yes.
Labor, patron saint of prostitution.
Yes, patron saint.
Okay. Then I would say that definitely gets you a second check on the playbook advancement.
Oh yeah. I'll take it.
Okay.
Look at that.
Good. Good. All right, Emmy, did you take any desperate actions?
For a wreck when I was trying to
That
kick
was-
off
Yep.
Morris or something. Take
Okay.
control of the carriage.
Go ahead and mark one in prowess.
All right.
Oh, I saw when you did it. That's cool.
Ooh.
Yeah.
not
Shout
fair.
out. Shout out again to Roll 20.
Roll 20.
All right. Scrolling all the way down to the bottom. Did you address a challenge with calculation or conspiracy?
Well, I would say conspiracy since we stole the key ahead of time.
Yep, I like that. I would even that could be calculation or conspiracy. So go ahead and give yourself one for that. Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background? It's scroll all the way down past special abilities and all that kind of stuff, down where the clocks are.
Okay, so I'm adding one to playbook advancement.
Yep.
Like that.
Yep,
Did you see that pop up?
it popped up. Yep,
That's cool.
I'm
all right.
loving roll 20.
it's
Okay.
really nice. Beliefs, drives, heritage, background.
No. Well,
Mm-hmm.
no. Well,
But no.
All right. Did you struggle with any issues from your vice? I don't think so either. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, good. Let's take a look at your the Silk Road, your crew. Let's see. We get to mark XP at the end of the session. Oop, I gotta bring this up where I can see it. Did you acquire products, supply, or execute clandestine covert sales, or secure new territory?
absolutely,
yeah.
we did.
What?
I would say that the answer to that is no on all three counts.
What?
What new supplies
A carriage.
or covert
Goats.
sale?
And
necklace.
A bullet
No.
in my gut.
No.
Oh,
a
a bullet.
dossier
You were
of Donald
hawkers.
Trump peeing on,
That's right.
or maybe it was the other way around, but still.
Yeah,
The
one or the
Epstein
other.
files.
No, that's going to be supplies for your bar. We're talking about things that you as hawkers can hawk in your bar.
We got a new story.
Well,
Mm.
I got
More
a
story.
dossier and a coin.
Yeah, I'm going to veto that one.
We got goats.
Yeah, we do have goats.
Buff goats.
Did you contend
Security
with-
goats.
Security goats.
You got buff goats. Do you? Did you contend with? I don't think you contended with challenges above your current station. Did you bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one?
I think that remains to be seen.
Yeah, I think, yeah, we'll see how that goes in terms of our reputation.
Piss poor at killing people?
Yeah.
Here's a real question. Your reputation is weird, strange. Like you specifically picked strange as your reputation. So summoning a whole ass ghost in the middle of the thing and having it possess somebody.
You know, we keep bringing this up.
I guess the answer is yes.
I think I keep using words like whole ass ghost.
Yeah. Not a half-assed ghost.
Exactly.
Nope.
Or a quarter.
Not a quarter.
No.
You were trying for a half ass ghost.
I was.
You got a whole ass
I
ghost.
was. Well,
Yeah.
It happens, you know.
Okay, I'm going to mark 1 for bolstering that strange reputation.
Okay.
Because when young Master Warris is talking about this at the debrief, he's gonna be like, and then they summoned a ghost.
That man is dead.
I
Who
mean,
the fuck summons ghosts?
It's got stage, 6 cancer.
yeah.
Jumping
It's a
in the
new
water.
stage.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a new one.
It's really bad. Did you express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of your crew?
Did we what?
Like express the goals, drives, inner conflict, like the things that make the Silk Road the Silk Road.
Yes, we did that.
Tell me how.
We did nonverbal communication when I went to go attack.
Is nonverbal communication part of your sense of self as a crew?
Yes. It's very important
We
to us.
bonded as
Ghost
women.
like communication.
Can we use the ghost again? Is that possible?
I think we already cashed it.
It's a new asset, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
All right.
maybe not.
Okay. Maybe not. Maybe not. That's okay. It was the first one. You got 1. It's all right. It's all right. We're breaking in the mold and doing the things. Okay. All right. Next on the docket is going to be negotiating payout. So I'm going to go to page 146 in the book for those of you following along at home.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we
So
always,
good.
yeah. It's not
All
an
right.
episode without some ASMR from Bobby.
No, I don't think it is. I don't think it counts at all. All right. You get 2 rep right off the bat by default. Okay. So I'm going to do 2 rep for your Silk Road.
Cool.
The target was not a higher tier than you, so you don't get any extra for that. They were also not a lower tier, so there's that too. This was a disgraced almost inspector and a new recruit, so definitely under the standard of the blue coats.
Does it count against us I guess, would it count against us if they were lesser?
Oh yeah, you'd lose reputation because people would be like, "Oh,
Oh,
they beat up a crew of kindergartners. Good job."
Well, I'm going back
Okay,
and beating
all
up
right.
those kids.
Ooh,
that was
so
Yeah,
just-
those kids with knives?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, that almost
Scary.
happened.
Yeah, we're going back.
Send
They
your
almost
ghost
had
after-
you.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think we managed to do 0 rep because you definitely 2 people escaped. So everybody knows you were involved in this thing.
Well,
Yeah, I'm so sorry. How much coin did I promise you? Do you have that down?
3.
3. And then you got an extra one. So I'm going to mark 3 here, and then you've got the 4th coin in your inventory, right? Everybody can choose to take one of the coin out if you want to. So I could just mark 1 for the Silk Road, and then each of you could have
Yeah,
some
we could do
spending
that.
money.
yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm doing. So you need to mark it on your sheets or else it's gone.
Do we need? Well, I guess that's something we can assess next episode if we want to pool the money for something.
Yeah.
What'd you have in mind?
I don't know. Maybe hiring someone to man the bar.
Ooh,
Oh.
that's pretty good.
Can we hire someone with a dog?
You want me to make
Yes.
Iago again?
Yes.
Yes.
With that voice, please. Thank you.
Yes.
You desire. I can't do it. Bonnie loses her shit when I do fake Spanish accents.
I do.
Oh.
I can't handle it. Not in a good way.
I love it. I
damn,
think
that
it's
was
great.
Do a French one then.
Okay, here's a serious question. You're supposed to be paying up to Hoxley. You have 1 coin left in your vault after all 3 of you take 1 for yourself. Do you pay to Hoxley?
Fucking Hoxley.
Yeah. Listen, we can't go against him yet. So
Yeah, let's pay it.
you pay it out of the
Okay.
Especially since we didn't take his suggested score.
True.
it's
All
true.
right.
All right. Easy come, easy go.
Yeah.
So now that was the bar money.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we all have just 1 coin now.
Yeah.
Hey, it's 3 coin more than you had before.
True.
Yeah, sure. Still poor as hell though.
Yep.
All right, heat. It's either going to be 0 for smooth and quiet, 2 for contained standard. I actually think contained standard works
Yeah.
for y'all for this one. because it wasn't totally insane.
Right.
Definitely not loud or chaotic, high exposure. So let's go with that. I'm going to give you 2 heat for your crew, which is not terrible,
No.
honestly.
Let me say this. He was already disgraced. And we're getting evidence against him.
Oh, it wasn't him.
Oh,
The evidence was for someone else.
for someone else, yes. Sorry.
Do you want to call in one of your blue coat favors?
Nah.
No?
We don't.
They already have dossiers on
what?
us.
Yeah, we don't need to use a favor, but we can try chatting up Jaren later.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a separate goal there.
Separate thing. Just seeing it. Well, that would probably count as like a reduce heat type
Right,
thing. Yeah.
right.
Okay.
Wait,
All right.
how are we going to reduce this heat? Wait a minute. How are you going to?
I was going to say we.
There are ways
Putting the work in.
in the book.
Start a clock.
Hey, start a clock.
Jeez.
TikTok.
Everybody's just so. All right, we got to do your entanglements. So I'm gonna locate the column that is the corresponds to the amount of heat you have, which is 2, so it's 0 to 3, and I need one of you to roll a d6, please.
I rolled a 1 earlier.
We believe in you, Jerry.
That's okay.
Okay, I'll roll.
Have you rolled one yet? I did a luck die already. Have you done one yet, Christy?
Christy did something. Oh no! I'm thinking of your actual roll where you got the
It's
6.
all right. You're rolling.
All right.
I'm rolling, I guess.
Roll it, Jerry.
Rolling.
Ooh.
Ooh, a 4. Huh, rivals are quiet undead. Let's take a look at that.
I
What?
don't like the sound of that.
Both of those sound good to me. I don't know why you're worried about it.
This is a great
Fantastic.
sign, folks.
Yeah,
It is.
Yeah,
It
it's really
is.
good stuff.
This is wonderful.
it'd be great if he just does not tell us and just like, well, you guys will find out later.
Oh, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Oh,
Oh no!
Oh, that's super.
Leaving us
Yeah.
on
Yep.
the line.
right.
Cool.
You rolled some of the better ones for your particular crew. All right, to remind everybody, for downtime activities, you each get 2, unless you use your ability, Christy, to get 3. You can acquire an asset. You can do a long-term project. You can start the healing process, Jerry. You can reduce heat. You can train one of your abilities, or you can indulge your vice to get some stress down. What's everybody's stress out?
How you feeling, Jerry? How are you feeling?
Stress and bleeding out.
What do you have? You've got 4 stress?
I got 5.
5 stress?
Samesies.
Oh, I got 4.
Oh my God.
Twins.
Winning.
How many do you have?
4.
Oh, well,
You're being close. Yeah.
pretty stressed though.
Yeah.
Man, we all love stress now.
We are stressed out.
Yeah. So let's get into like a scene. We get back to the Silk Road. It's empty as per usual. Not much money coming in yet because, let's face it, you haven't really spent a whole lot of time getting decent products to attract customer base.
We got the meth.
Okay, Hawksley. chill out.
Decent products.
Wow.
I don't know. Maybe there's maybe you got like somebody who was playing on the street as a busker, and you convince them just to come into your bar so at least a little bit warmer.
Ooh.
They're in the corner playing like an old busted up guitar, singing like covers of songs that are popular around town. K. Jude somehow is popular in every universe.
Fergie songs.
Fergie
Fergie
songs.
songs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Fergalicious
Fergie.
Rex.
This guy is playing My Humps on guitar.
Wow.
It's like a really
Wow.
Beautiful.
like it's my humps, and like he's like really.
Yeah.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen at home, if you want Bobby to play that song acoustic
I'll do it
He'll do it.
for $1 a day,
for $1 a day for the next 2 years.
We love to see this.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. Think about it.
I think you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna train the goats to wear little trays on their backs, and they can carry the drinks out.
Oh, I love
I'm doing it.
Yeah, we can start a long-term project. Train the goats.
That's my thing.
I'm going to say, though, in all seriousness, to get back into the seriousness, that you got the person playing guitar. They're playing some covers. Nobody's in here, so they're not even putting effort into it. Your Leviathan blood-powered electro lamps are flickering. You don't have enough money to buy all the fuel that you need, so the place is literally kind of guttering, and you're making everything last. You barely have a coin in your pocket, and the lady of the docks is laid out on 2 or 3 stools that have been pushed together, her midriff showing, bandages around, already seeping through red with blood. You did complete a score, and it was successful, but at what cost? What are you doing?
I need healing.
You do need healing. Do you want to have found a physiker?
Yeah, let's. Do we have one on our friends and foes?
Does anybody have one on retainer?
No.
I have a chemist friend,
Ooh, a chemist could help. What's the chemist's name?
Riven.
Yeah, get Riven in.
Yeah, let's see Riven.
Okay.
I will add this as well.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm getting bandaged up, you notice I have, an abnormal amount of scars.
Ooh.
On my midsection. There's one that's actually cut across where just below my belly, left to right, all the way around.
C-section?
Oh.
Maybe.
How long? How long is this scar?
Straight across the abdomen.
Oh,
And
the
look.
whole way?
Oh, the whole
All
way.
right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Give me a just a few word description of Riven.
Riven is a very short, gray-haired lady, very blunt, very brisk, no nonsense kind of gal, and yeah, that's Riven.
All right. Riven walks into the room. The two of you are there as well, I
Yeah,
assume.
we're all we're hauling.
She looks up and she says, Emmy, you've called, and I suppose you know the lateness of the hour means I charge extra.
Really though, I mean,
She looks over in the
Look-
middle of you
look at
talking,
her.
and it's like, oh my God, bandages. Take these and boil them. Hands a whole wad of bandages that are not the cleanest in the world, but
Ew.
come on, Shroud,
Yeah.
go boil these things. You got this.
Boiled bandages. Gotcha. Okay, fine. Slam door.
she's gonna like burn the bandages.
I'm gonna summon a ghost to help me boil the bandages.
Don't summon any ghosts back there.
God damn it!
You just summon a ghost for everything.
You never let me do anything.
Don't get another feral one in here. We can't lose Riven.
Feral's a strong word.
You sound like a teenage.
Half-assed, not whole-assed.
Oh shit.
Riven's gonna kind of ply her trade. She takes out a few syringes, fills them full of some strange.
This is not my first rodeo. Just hurry up.
Ooh.
Get this goddamn bullet out of me. Or seal it in. I don't care. Just
This is a trauma response.
This is a
Shroud.
trauma response.
It is a trauma response.
That's true.
She pokes you, and at first it stings, but immediately you get that nice hit of just warmth washing through the area, numbing it. And it takes only a moment for it to hit your brain as like that ether floods through, and you're just like,
Mushroom medicine.
yeah, shroom morphine.
Yeah.
So good. So it's probably super hygienic and really good for
Very,
you.
very advanced compared to our organic
Yeah.
Yeah,
mushroom meth.
that's right.
Yeah.
She is going to apply new bandages. She's going to leave behind an alchemical solution that she's distilled into something new she's calling tablets. TM. Yeah. She's boiled it down into powder and then made it hard and then broken it up into little chunks so that she can tell you how much to take every day. It's really cool. You should
sounds-
check it out.
Wow.
Sounds like some snake oil.
Yeah, hell yeah. And I'm going to make a healing roll for you.
All right.
And this is how much your clock goes down. Oh,
Riven is very tired.
Riven is extremely tired.
the old lady.
You heal one segment on your 4-segment healing clock.
Can I erase at least my? Can she look at my skin knee?
Oh no, this is if she gets it, once this clock fills up, skin knee falls off, gut shot turns
down.
into
One.
a first level gut shot.
Okay.
So you're in bad shape.
Oh, God.
It's very possible you might want to bring in a new character for the next one, unless you just want to freewheel it out and just live dangerously.
Live dangerously.
I like it.
Yeah. Here.
Lady of the Docks has no PTO.
No, it's true. None of you do. You're really, really poor.
Yeah, and we're old poor, not new poor.
Yeah.
Riven looks at you and says, we haven't discussed it, but of course you know you owe me a favor now. I don't work for free, my dear.
I understand. But we live to serve, right?
That's right.
So this is really
Wait,
good.
that's not right at all.
service. What?
I don't live to serve. I live to make money. You owe me some.
Riven. We'll
I will
talk.
see you. I will be
Alright.
back around.
Okay.
Thank you, Grandma.
So, she looks at you and you see her hardened old lady eyes soften just a little bit.
Aw.
Maybe from the memory of the scars that she had to, maneuver around as she was fixing you up. And she says, "You stay off your feet. That's an order."
I'll try, Grandma. Thank you. I'm so high.
And she leaves.
The morphine.
All right.
Lady is really leaning on us as she walks out.
Yeah.
That's one of yours. Who else wants to take a downtime activity?
I mean, we need to go see Jaren
Okay, we can go see Jaren.
to reduce heat, but also to pick up our coin. And is that something that's just worked in most of the time?
Yeah.
Like it's just assumed that we just already have the coin and
It's assumed that you're going to get the coin because, and it's really funny because in the book it says, like, don't ever make withholding the coin a thing because it will then make your group fixate on that every single time moving forward. And it's built into the rules of this game to not fuck with the coin
nice.
once it's been agreed on too heavily. So,
All right.
Where's
so
the
yeah,
blue coats? What neighborhood are they in?
all
There-
neighborhoods.
Right, but this office that Jaren is in our neighborhood
That's right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
in Silk Shore.
Can we make a quick detour? I use my other downtime
Oh.
activity.
Oh.
It's gonna be very quick.
Oh. Okay.
So I get up off the stools. I'm like, can I get a piece of paper and
Probably so painful.
pen? Oh my god, this is the second worst feeling I've ever had in my belly.
What's the first?
I'm not gonna talk about that.
I think I know.
So I start to jot something down. I'm writing a quick letter. I'll fold it. And now on the way to the blue coats, I drop it off at a location.
Okay. What location?
Nunya.
None of your business.
I think you have to tell me.
You're a narc.
I am all of the other locations. That's my job in the game.
It's just somewhere in the neighborhood.
Okay.
Just a residential area.
All right. Drops off at a residential area.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the Silk Shore?
In the Silk Shore, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And that was one of your downtime activities?
Yeah.
Because there was no scene there.
Do you want to see it?
I feel like we need a scene
You want to do
for
a
it to
quick
be
scene?
yeah, we can do a quick
Let's do
scene.
Quick scene.
And scene.
All right.
All right. You're maneuvering through. Remember, Silk Shore is mostly like canals, gondolas, especially the place where you live, and everywhere in Dustfall is layer piled on top of layer, piled on top of layer. So with your pain, probably climbing any stairs is just excruciating right now, even with the morphine fresh.
Thankfully, he's on the first floor.
Okay. Lay the scene for me. Describe where you're going and what you're seeing.
You know, most of the time, her face is either like, I wouldn't say hardened, but just like focused, or she put on a mask of like, high femininity. This is probably the first time you've ever seen her just really like sad, hurt. So she goes and knocks on the door.
Ooh, that was good. Sound effects.
Is he-
We can keep this as, if you still want it to be very mysterious, I could just, we could play this right now where somebody comes to the door, but we don't really say who it is.
Okay.
All right, so a figure comes to the door. Do we hear anything, her half of the conversation at all?
We do not.
Okay.
We just see her hand the letter off, and she walks away dejected. That's it.
It's seen,
And scene. That's
walking
it.
through. All right, you walk into Jaren's office then. We'll just jump right over to there. Jaren, who is looking a little bit more chipper than he was. You know, his good friend is now no longer under suspicion of anything because the evidence vanished without a trace, stolen randomly by some street toughs.
I think we wouldn't go to the office though, just because we know that heat is probably up.
Okay,
Don't really want to
We'll
go to the office.
Doodle spot?
Harry's?
Ah.
Yeah, he's at Harry's a lot.
He's at Harry's a lot. It's the only place he eats because he doesn't know how to cook.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a bachelor.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so yeah, we go back to Harry's. We've got the A, a different color than the other letters, but it's still nice and bright, glowing. You've got The owner, we'll say Harry himself, is in the kitchen. He's got what are those things called? An apron tied around his waist. He's got his back to everybody, but every once in a while he flicks a bowl of noodles onto the counter, holds his hand out for a few marks, and then there's Jaron. He's in the furthest over stool. This place is open air, so very much like a 80s cyberpunk movie style noodle bar.
Okay.
And he nods at you when you walk up.
So, how'd it go?
Says it went well, and he pulls out what is quite literally like a handkerchief that's been tied by its four corners together and drops it on the table in front of him. He says, courtesy of the boys.
Thanks. No women? This is just an exclusive boys club?
Very sexist organization, the Bluecoats.
All right, that's fine.
Wow.
One of the other Bluecoats that just happens to be nearby, not even with him, looks over at Lady of the Docks. It's like, hey, why don't you smile more?
Get the fuck out of here.
The wipes of the blood off my
Right.
teeth. That's still there.
Jaron makes
And
a
you
gesture
smile
with
with
the guy.
blood,
Blood all over your teeth.
Yeah.
Like
Is that what you wanted, big boy?
Nice.
Jaron makes a rude gesture at him and he shuts up.
Nice.
He says, and the two favors we agreed upon.
Yeah. Well, we'll hold on to those, but separately. Just want to update you. What have you heard about what happened?
He says, well, Warris told quite a story,
Oh.
quite a tale. I'm pretty
You
sure.
survived?
Shh.
I mean, my guts.
She is so incoherent.
He says,
My knee.
he told a story that I didn't believe about shooting a damsel in distress in the guts
What?
until just now. And he looks over at Lady of the Docks and he's like, did Warris clip you? He's like our worst our worst dude.
Oh no.
The
Yeah.
worst dude?
He is the worst dude. I mean, what a misogynistic asshole targeting a woman for what? Because of her outfit or
The
something?
way he told the story, she was gonna blow his head off.
What, her?
It's just
Crazy talk.
there was a joke that was going to come out, and it's not going to come out. Nope.
Okay.
You know?
Happy for the best. I didn't even catch it. Sailed right over my head. Goody two shoes over here.
With a Boy Scout.
I'll tell you when you're older.
Oh.
Ooh.
All right. He says, but other than that, yeah, Finnick's missing. Nobody knows. We haven't seen him in days. Do you know anything about that?
What did Warris say about Finnick?
That he lost his mind and jumped into the water.
They both lost their minds and jumped in the water.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what
he
we
threw himself in the water after his carriage was stolen from him by somebody who really, really comes close to fitting your description there, Emmy.
What?
I would just say, don't show your face around the office for a little while.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. Okay.
Well, I mean, we can't always meet here at the noodle shop. It's out
Why?
in the open.
He's like, Harry is discreet, and most of the folks who come around here, Bluecoats, but we don't let the juniors in on this secret. We don't tell them where this noodle bar is.
Okay, that makes sense.
So
I mean,
Warris wouldn't be here.
No.
Okay, good. Guys, I mean, we can always
Now, if he ever makes lieutenant,
meet at your house.
fuck, what's the lowest?
Ooh.
We could. What's the lowest rank on a police force? Sergeant?
No clue.
I have no idea.
I know nothing about the coppers.
All right, let's make a blue coat thing, and it's so if
recruit?
he makes sergeant, then he'd start coming here.
I think would the lowest be the recruits?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the lowest like of the not recruits.
Oh.
Yeah,
Lieutenant?
lieutenant is over a sergeant.
Over sergeant?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
don't
think it's like
know.
sergeant, lieutenant, captain, whatever.
Yeah.
Admiral? No, that's
No, that's
President?
Some Navy shit right there. What?
God Emperor of Arrakis.
Nah.
Spices life.
I don't want to look. I want to look it up. I don't want to look it up.
Yeah, don't look it up.
I'm not gonna look it up.
Yeah, we'll just make a distinction. Blue coat. If he ever makes sergeant, we got a problem. You help me out. This goes a long way to making what's between us right.
What? Between us, right? There's nothing wrong.
Yeah. From your perspective, I'm sure that's what it looks like. But
Yes. In a meritocracy,
I'm
everything's
still, I'm still
fine.
stuck in a basement because you got that promotion over me.
This has nothing to do with me. Look at me. I'm working on the streets.
Come work at our bar.
Yeah. You know what? You want a promotion? You want
Help us train our goats.
Nothing about goats. But do you want to work at a bar?
Jaren says, you mean our goats?
We will make
Did I say
you-
goats?
Ignore her.
Buff
We- I'm like trying to talk over Shroud. Like, anyway, like moving my hand over her mouth. Like, anyway, if you would like to be the team lead during every shift, actually, at our bar, that's a pretty serious
Team
promotion.
lead.
He says, oh, wow.
Yeah, I know. Does it pay more than you have now? Who knows? However,
No.
if it's about promotions,
Comes with benefits, Jaren.
yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk about we need to probably dive into what exactly happened.
Next time Jaren and I speak, it may come up, but
comes
not
up.
now.
Oh, yeah. Good
You
idea.
guys
Because we keep
what's
tiptoeing
time
around
ago?
the issue. And the thing is he's a rival. He's not just a friend or an acquaintance. He's somebody who, by the rules of the game, hates you a little bit.
Just a little bit. Though.
Some bad blood happened.
We came to see him to reduce heat
To reduce heat.
Oh.
and
Yep.
not use our favors for it.
Yep. Okay. All right. Let's do it.
So, all right, Jaren, here's the deal, right? I am certain that little Warris, little baby Warris, has been talking up a storm
Yep.
and giving us some heat.
Yep.
I don't know how much he's identified in us. He might not know any names. But
Right.
what can you do for us?
It wouldn't be hard to discount Warris's statements. I'll say a couple things in the right places.
Do I need to?
One die. Yep.
All right, here we go.
I'll put the right birds in the right ears.
Ah, a
not bad.
3. Okay.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Reduced by 1.
Okay.
So-
All
I'll take
right.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad.
All right, I appreciate it.
The Silk Road drops down to only 2 heat. Or only 1, I mean.
Only one.
Okay,
yeah.
Yeah.
Only 17 heat. Whoops.
Good deal.
You accidentally fell into prison. And then I'm going to turn it back over. And would anybody else like to do one of their next downtime activities?
My downtime activity, I think, is going to be working on my attune.
A little bit
I know,
of training.
shocking. I know.
Yeah, yeah.
But I would like to
not bad.
get a little bit better at talking to the ghosts.
Okay.
You mean you don't want to call for a feral ghost when you don't mean to again?
While I did that on purpose.
Yes.
Totally on purpose.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The thing is I'm probably just too powerful, and I need to scale it back.
Well, I mean,
That's-
Learning to control your raw
It's
power.
yes.
I believe you.
It's a struggle. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Gosh, who do you want to use? Do you have a contact or do you need to make a contact for that kind of training?
Honestly, I think I'm gonna need to make a contact for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll take a look at that next time because about that time you're starting to think about who you can go to for your training. The little what do we have on the bar? Do you think it's do you when you picture the looking glass, what does the front door look like to you? To me, it looks like an old timey Western saloon.
Yeah, double doors.
Like, the little like
open
waggy
wide,
doors.
so-
Yeah.
yeah.
What do you think?
For me, I just kind of picture like a really divey bar with just a plain, just wooden, nondescript door. It creaks when you open it.
What color?
You know?
Like dark wood, like wood grain, or like painted black, painted.
Wood, just wood grain. You know, just very low effort. A very low effort door.
Low effort door. At this point in time in your career, it's very low effort. Do you think you even have a sign outside that says the looking glass?
Yeah.
Do you think?
Probably painted like onto
Do you
the
think?
wall.
Yeah, I was about to say. Do you think it's painted? Don't forget that there's no light outside. So like painted. You don't even have the fluorescent lights like the demon blood powered things. Well, that door pops open and hard enough to rebound. It's just rude. Somebody throws it open, and you hear a familiar voice say, "How are my favorite tenants?"
I smelled you before I heard you, Hawksley.
Oh, that's not fair, darling. I just got here. You can't be mean to me the second I walk in the door.
Who said it was a bad smell?
I said it was a bad smell.
You just
What do you want from us?
I did say that before too.
He says, well, in addition to my coin, I want to talk to you about a job. See, I see this as a cesspool that you're sitting in. It's not getting any better. There's meth in the back. Let's not forget the fucking meth that we haven't talked about since episode 1.
Organic.
Or, yeah, dog shit's organic too.
All right. That was good, Huxley. I didn't expect that out of you.
Says, I'll take my coin. And he holds his hand out. And of course, you put that pouch in there. We already discussed that. It's already gone from your sheets.
Yep.
And he says, I got something that needs some special attention. But we'll find out about that next time.
Yeah! Haunted Halls is a production of WSC Media. Bobby White is your host with Jerry, Christy, and Bonnie voicing our scoundrel protagonists. Introductory song by Josh Wagner, Toby Bradner, Brandon O'Connor, with additional music by Bobby White. For more information, catch us on hauntedhalls.com, spelled Hauls. And if you like what you've been hearing, please support us on our Patreon.
Sex work is work.